In this video, you're going to learn how to create tables using Internet Explorer in your website Forge website. Here you'll see an example of a table. First, click on the name of the site you want to work on. Then click on Pages. Choose Default Group or any other page group that the page you want to add the table to is on. Then select the page you want to add the table to. Choose the area you want to add the table to, and then click on Page Layout. Once you're on the page, click inside the frame you want to add the table in. Next, click on the Insert Table icon in the toolbox. Here you'll see you can change the number of rows, the number of columns. You can make it a fixed width, a fixed height. If you uncheck the border lines box, it will remove the border lines. Click OK when you're done. By clicking on the outer edges of the table, you'll see it forms little white dots. You can either center it or resize it using these dots. Next, we'll add an image to one of the cells of this table. Click the Insert Image icon in the toolbox. Click on the image you want to insert. Let's insert one more image. Now let's insert some text. Click inside the cell you want to add the text to, and begin typing at any time. You'll notice as you're typing or adding images, the cells automatically change size. You can set the size of each cell as well. To center everything in all the cells of the table, highlight all of it, and then click the Center Align button. Always save your page often. Now we're going to learn a little bit about the border lines. Click on the Source View button. To control the thickness of the border lines, look for the text that says border equal 1. It is usually on the first, second, or third line of the code. The border equal 1 can be changed to anything from 0 to 6. 0 means there is no border. 1 is just a slight border, and 6 is a much thicker border. I'll show you some examples. Let's start with 6. Notice how number 6 makes the table's border lines much thicker. Let's click on Source View again and try a different number. Notice the thickness of the border lines now. This is much thinner than number 6. This is set to 3. Setting it to 0 removes all border lines. Let's click on the table and then click on the Properties button in the toolbox to view the properties of this table. Notice it tells you the width, the height, how many rows, how many columns, and if the border lines are enabled or not. Let's click inside this individual cell and then click the Properties button for more options. Here you can set the options for the cell itself, the row, the column, or the entire table. Select which one you want to work on and click on it. You can select a fixed height and a background color. Be sure to check the box if you're going to do a fixed height or a background color, or the setting will not take effect. And click OK when you're done. You can also set the color of just one cell. Click inside the cell and click on the Properties button. Choose Column and then choose your color and click OK. Now you've learned all the basics of creating a table, adding color to it, adding images to it, and adding text to it.